After. Come on. 1, 2, 3. I could see Deepak cross-checking. Nobody's watching him and all, and then he started. Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, so you keep laughing. It makes you be younger. And from the
So
time
when
I've
I
joined
see you, I laugh only like this.
Yeah, I remind of that mistake. No, but let me tell you, for the benefit of new guests, I'm 50 years old, and the secret of having nice skin and being younger and energetic is keep laughing all the time and join Laugh Out Loud
I
Club.
thought you are 70.
Important. Yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke. I will take it as a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Okay, so thank you so much. Now, as I said, today is our 37th meeting and the first meeting of 21-22. I wish this excitement and enthusiasm that we have today, I would like it to continue through this entire term. And that's a promise I'm going to take from all of you. We always need to have this attitude of gratitude, which is most important in our Toastmasters field. So I would like to thank our previous ExCom under the patronage of our DTM, Dr. Wafa. A round of applause. And now I have this really huge, big shoes, which I have to fit in. Now, before I introduce the Toastmaster of the day, who is she? Before I introduce the suspense character, let me first acknowledge our wonderful guest. I can see come from various places. So let me begin with acknowledging Zahid Hussain, who was there 10 minutes earlier. So Zahid, I like your punctuality. Very briefly, in 2-3 sentences, because we want to start our meeting, just introduce yourself. From where are you and where did you hear about our meeting? Zahid, would you like to unmute and speak? Let me ask you to unmute. Oh. Yes, Zahid. Zahid, are you unmuted? Let me check you. Yes, I have asked you to unmute. Please unmute yourself.
Are you getting my voice?
Yes, we can hear you. Very audible.
Yeah. My name is Zaid Hussain. I am from India. Now I am here in Kuwait and working on a employment visa as a SBSS sergeant.
Nice.
And I have completed my BTech from Bhopal, India.
Nice. You are employed with a Laugh Out Loud. Now just tell us.
First time I came in Gulf country.
First time you've come here. Welcome.
Yeah.
You will love the country. And tell us, where did you hear about us? At this club, Laugh Out Loud.
One of my uncle that sent this Toastmaster club meeting idea. So I joined one time. Then I interested too much while
Very good.
delivering a speech. So I joined for my best future.
Welcome. Definitely, you're in the right place. Now let's ask. Thank you so much. A round of applause for Zahid for breaking the ice and telling us about himself. Let's ask Toastmaster Ruba Batani. Ruba, I think I've seen you before. If you can please unmute yourself and say something.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Ruba Batani from Jordan Division A, District 105. And I heard about this meeting from my dear friend Arij.
Wow. Thank you for joining us today. Dear. Most welcome. Let's hear from Prakash. Prakash, where are you from?
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Am I audible? Yes, you're perfectly audible.
Yeah. My name is Prakash. I am from India, Darjeeling. And I've just joined a Toastmaster. Yeah, I'm just trying to develop myself in a public speaking in this field. So let's see how it helps me to drive my life. Thank you very much for this chance.
Welcome. Definitely, it's going to benefit you in the long run. Let's hear from Toastmaster Dina McEnroe. Dina, nice to see you here again. Let's hear from you in short 2 to 3 sentences. Yes, and we will have a long conversation with you at the end. Yes, welcome, Dina, and enjoy our meeting. Well done. Thank you so much. So now moving on with our wonderful guest, and let me introduce to you the Toastmaster of the day. Who is the Toastmaster
Can we
of the day?
adopt the agenda, Tabassum?
As a Toastmaster of the day, I will be doing it, right?
The
Adopting the
president?
agenda.
Usually
Uh,
the
okay, if, you're the president, but as a TMOD, I was going to touch upon the agenda. So yes, now I would like to invite a TMOD. So president, I think there is a wonderful TMOD. So let me assign this role to the TMOD to adopt the agenda. So yes, who is the TMOD? Now, what can I say about her introduction? Her cooking culinary skills are top class. She makes the best chicken in the whole world. White, yellow, brown, black. Impressed by her cooking skill, one of the best clubs in Kuwait, in fact, one of the best club in the whole world, appointed her as the president. Yes. So anyone, who is it? Who is it? Anyone? Come on. Come on. Who is the TMOD? Who is the TMOD with the best cooking skills?
Tabassum.
Yeah, thank you.
Tabassum.
That's me again. And it's my, yeah, Yusuf got a surprise. It's me once again. Yeah, I know. It was not a very smart introduction which I did, but that's okay. It's okay. It's virtual screen. No one can just throw something at me, so that's totally okay. Now, who am I? Who am I? The theme of the day. Am I a bad cook? No. What am I? Am I a dreamer? Am I a mother? Does that define me? I'm a president, a friend, a colleague. What am I? Who am I? I asked the role players to describe themselves. And I want all of you to think that who are you? Now, with that, I'll start a short discourse which I heard about from a spiritual leader called Gaur Gopal Das. He said, he described 3 scenarios. Scenario number 1, where a person is sleeping, is in the dream. In the dream sequence is moving to different places, watching visual screen around. Scenario number 2 is like I'm sitting with my daughter and teaching her, helping her in her studies. Scenario number 3, I am the president of a club where I'm here in the virtual meeting conducting it as TMOD. Now there are scenario number 1, 2, 3. Now in all the 3 scenarios, what is the common factor? What is the common factor? One is absolutely a state of dream. There is nothing happening. My body is sleeping. But what is the common factor among all the 3? Anyone? What is the common factor? The common factor is me. I am the common factor. That is who you are. Nothing defines you. I am the common factor. I am alive. And I am in that moment, living that moment. That is who I am. That defines me. If I am here attending this meeting, I am 100% present in this meeting. Not on my WhatsApp, not off the screen, dividing my attention here and there. When I am in this moment, I am living that moment is who I am. That defines me. So with that, let me introduce our wonderful role players for the day. Before that, let us adopt the agenda. Now there is a slight change in the agenda. Instead of speaker number 1, Suraya, we will be having our speaker, Ari Jafar, because Suraya, due to some personal commitment, could not make it. So instead of Suraya, we will be having Toastmaster Ari Jafar as speaker number 1. Other than that, I think in our agenda, we have all the role players present with us, right? Do we have all the role players with us? Yes. So can someone just adopt the agenda and we can ask another Toastmaster to second it?
Tabassum, just for just 1 second. Toastmaster DTM Satyamurthy is speaker number 1. Speaker number 2 will be me,
Okay,
based on the agenda itself, because I'm replacing Suraya.
sure. So speaker number 2, Suraya, will be replaced by Toastmaster DTM Arif Jafar. I would like one of our members to adopt and one of the members to second the agenda, please.
I, Toastmaster Srinivas, agree to the motion, adopt the motion for change in the speaking order for the prepared speeches.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Srinivas. Who would like to second it? Yes, DTM Wafa.
I, Wafa Salman, member of Laugh Out Loud, second the motion done by Srinivas.
Thank you so much. So that we adopt our agenda. And let's begin. A team or a captain is as good as the team. So let me introduce the team of today who will be helping me conduct this entire meeting seamlessly. With that, yes, what is the essence? Time is the essence. And the timer is saying, yes, please, Timor, when are you going to introduce me? So let me introduce the timer for today. Who is the timer for today? Before I invite him, let me give a brief introduction. The timer for today is a member of Desert Pioneer Toastmasters Club, and who doesn't know this club? And he is the present Area Director 31. That is, our Area Director is amidst us. He's a Toastmaster for the past 2 years. He wants to learn and improve his leadership skills and support others for their development. Currently, he sees himself as a learner, always learning something new. Not that he's a willing learner, life is teaching him to be a better person. Right now, Toastmaster is the right place which teaches you. So let's welcome Toastmaster Area Director Mohammad Shiraj. Please explain your role.
Thank you very much, our TMOD Toastmaster Tabassum Ali. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today, I'll be the timer for the whole session. So I'll be monitoring the time from beginning till the end. During each segments, I will explain the time in detail because Laugh Out Loud, this is first time I'm participating. I'm doing a role in Laugh Out Loud. So Laugh Out Loud is a special club which has many different segments. Beginning of each segment, I will explain my timings. To explain you the colors, this will be the green color, which will be shown at the minimum time, and moderate time I'll show the yellow color, and maximum time I will show the red color, and half a minute grace period in each session. Thank you, and over to you, our lovely Tio Modi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shiraj, for that wonderful description of your timer devices. And let me welcome Toastmaster Jumana, Toastmaster Varmi, Toastmaster Sana, who have joined us today. Now introducing our next role player. Our next role player is our table topic master. Now, when I had asked the role players, I asked them a few things like, who are you? Describe about yourself, and what is your strength of humor? Now, this is a Laugh Out Loud club. Doesn't mean that we are cracking joke all the time, pulling each other's leg. No, you can't. You can't laugh all the time. It will get very monotonous. What is a club about? A club is about injecting humor. Understand your style. We are not here to become stand-up comedian. We are here to make effective speeches and to introduce humor. This is what we are learning in this club. So with that, we have our next role player, table topic master, and his brief introduction is PDDDD, that is 4D. Now, what is the 4D that stands for? It's Pass District Director, DTM Dr. Makhlouf. So we have our 4D man over here. Who are you? When I asked him the question, he said, I'm a human being. Yes, and that is one of our rare species. We all have to be human being, which we forget. Are you happy with yourself right now? Yes, very happy with himself. And what is his humor strength? Now, very interestingly, he said it is observational humor. So I would see what all he's going to observe in the meeting, and let's see the humor in him. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam President. My role for today is to conduct the table topic session. And for Laugh Out Loud, we have a special type of table topic session. Wait and see, and you will all enjoy, I'm sure. back to our smiley president. This is my observation.
Thank you so much. I think your explanation was way shorter than my description. Great going. Now, for every meeting, we need a general evaluator who will tell us how the entire meeting was and conduct the amazing evaluation session. So for that, we have none other than our immediate past president, past district director, who's a certified coach and trainer. She says she's a simple person, but trust me, when she comes, I get a bit scared. My heart goes pitter-patter to talk to her. But she describes herself as a simple person. Extremely happy, as this is the maximum she can do with her abilities and resources. That's a great advice. Now, when I asked her about her humor strength, what is her humor strength? She's saying, my humor strength is being non-humor. And that itself, I found it funny. So yes, Dr. Wafa, your humor strength is the witty punches that you come up occasionally. So you need to build up on that. Over to you, Dr. Wafa.
Just to correct, I wish I'm doctor. I'm applying for my PhD, not yet accepted, but I'm not doctor yet. Good evening, fellow members and president, ExCom, and guests. As a general evaluator, my role for tonight is to monitor the meeting before it starts until it ends. And I have a segment that I will give my feedback with the team to give what are the areas of improvement to have a better meeting every time. Back to you, President.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wafa. Now we have one very interesting segment, which we had paused for some time, but due to COVID, but now we are resuming it again. And today it is with a twist. It is called a stand-up comedy moderating session. For that, we have our immediate past division director, DTM Faisal Jamil. DTM, right? Yes, DTM Faisal Jamil. He's Amazon business consultant and coach, joined Toastmaster in the year 2017, like me. Immediate past Division H Director of District 20. He's a certified professional volunteer in Kuwait, aiming to be a helping hand for underprivileged, especially in the education sector. He is happy to be blessed having girlfriends who are helping him to be a better version of himself. No. He is happy to be blessed having great friends. Okay, great friends. Okay, that sounded like girlfriends who are helping him to become a better version of himself. Please welcome DTM Faisal Jamil.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. By the way, whenever I join any meeting of LOL, whenever Toastmaster of the Day says past, no, whenever I will join, they will say past. So it seems like they are saying past. So I'm not past, I'm only past. So you can say immediate past. All right, thank you so much, Tabassum and everyone. Today's session is so special. Today, we will not have only a debate, not a stand-up comedy. Today, we have impromptu session, which would be a special design by Toastmaster Reach. And I'll be moderating that session. That session I'll share in the details once we will start it, how we will go about it. But just to give you overview, that session is not only a stand-up comedy, not only a debate. That is a stand-up comedy debate. So we just name it differently because in that debate, we will act differently, not only debating, but there would be two teams. I'll be explaining in the session when I will start. So let's keep it secret until it's not the time. With this, I'll hand over the control back to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Tabassum.
Thank you so much, DTM Faisal Jamil. And my bad, why did I call you past? I retried the past word, and I would like to call you present member of Laugh Out Loud Club. Yes, I think, yes, the present member of Laugh Out Loud Club. See, agreed by all the members. Yeah, as per the agenda, we have prepared speech segment, but can we have our table topic first, please? No, my God, my VP education is so strict about it. Okay, no altering the
Follow
agenda.
the agenda, please.
No, because it is like having that and then prepared speeches and the moderation segment. It will be very interesting. But yes, our VP ed is very strict. Even president can't do anything about it. So let's stick to the protocol. And let's begin with a prepared speech segment, which are as interesting because we have two amazing speakers today. We have speaker DTM Sam Satyamurthy Ramanujam, who's come here all the way from India. So Sam, I can see a wonderful mic in your DP, and let me introduce you before I call you on board. He has a very Sam, you remind me of the superstar Amitabh Bachchan, who had black hair and white beard. So yes, we have a superstar coming here to give this speech, who is also a chartered accountant by profession, a Toastmaster since 2014, worked in managerial position in finance and accounts for over 30 years. Wow. Now he's retired from employment and on his own doing consulting. He's also engaged in helping, yes, all the married men, please listen to it, helping his wife, facilitating her increased presence in social media. So when she's on WhatsApp and Facebook, he helps her, he relieves her in cooking, cutting vegetable, washing utensil. Married men, please hear this. The only job he doesn't do is washing machine because the washing clothes, because there's a washing machine in the house. Well, this is a classic example where machine has been replacing mankind all these years. Now he says, an important joker in the pack, socially, personally, and professionally. His strength, we had observational strength from our 4D, Dr. Makhlouf. His strength is, what is his strength? Is repertory. Repertory means conversational. Wait, where is your, this gone? It is repertory means conversational humor, making people around him laugh in just regular course of conversation. So it is very interesting to find out different styles of humor. So with that, let me invite his evaluator for today, and that is Toastmaster Yusuf Naif. Yusuf, please read out the objective of his statement, of his speech, and also tell us which path, which level, which project is he embarking on. Over to you, Toastmaster Yusuf.
Thank you very much, TMOD. Mr. Bassum, thank you very much. Now, and hello, our speaker, Mr. Sam. Now, I'm gonna say that first of all, okay, could you give me please, Mr. Sam, the level and the project, please, because I didn't ask you that. I'm very sorry about that.
No worries, I will just describe it as level 1, project 2 of presentation mastery, and this is his second speech.
Okay, good. So the second speech from presentation mastery, level 2, level 1, project 2. Yes. All right. So the purpose of your speech will be, the purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. Best of luck, Mr. Sam.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Naif. Now let's invite our speaker, DTM Satyamurthy Ramanujam, our Amitabh Bachchan, with a round of applause. Timer, I hope you can see the timer.
It was a dense forest. The king of the forest, indisputably the lion, was walking around. He was the king, but he wanted to be assured that he was the king. So he walked a few steps and he saw there one fox playing around. He said, "Do you know who am I?" "Of course, you are the king of the jungle." He was very proud. And then he walked few more steps and he saw there some cats playing. I am the big cat. Do you know who am I? Of course, you are the king of the jungle. The lion was very proud. He walked few more steps and some more animals came about, and each one of them he asked, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Everyone said, you are the king, you are the king, you are the king. And then he walked few more, then he saw a few monkeys playing in the tree. Now the monkeys already knew that this fellow is asking everyone, who am I? And everyone is replying the king. He said, before even he opened his mouth, the monkey said, you are the king, you are the king, you are the king, please don't ask me. He was still not satisfied. He walked a few more steps. He saw a giant elephant. Hey, do you know who am I? The elephant did not answer. It picked up the lion with its trunk and threw it towards a tree, and then went and sat over the lion for a few minutes. The lion said, please leave me, leave me, leave me. The elephant did not say anything. It just got up and walked away. By that time, the lion was thinking, I just asked him a question. If he doesn't know the answer, he could have said, I don't know the answer. Why is he hurting me? Now, the lion never knew that the real king is the one who has the power. Not because somebody says you are the king, you become the king. Okay, why is this story relevant today to my speech? My speech is all about the new ExComm. I will make a small presentation to you about the new ExComm. I'm disabled from sharing the screen. Can you please allow me to share the screen?
DTM Wafa, if you can just allow Sam to share the screen.
Okay.
Thank you.
You can now.
Okay. It says only host all participants. Okay, right. Thanks. Okay. Timer, please note the technical glitch. So you have a very, very new ExComm in the club. Not only in our club, I think in most of the clubs around the world, the new ExComm has already taken over. So what do I have for the ExComm? What not to do? Just like the lion in the jungle who kept asking everyone, despite being the king, who am I, who am I, who am I? You as the ExComm were recently crowned. It is not what you should do that matters. It is what you should not do that matters most if you want to be successful as a ExComm member. I'm sure there are quite a few ExComm members of not only our club, but also other clubs present in the audience today. So please listen with rapt attention. Otherwise, you will be thrown by the elephant onto the tree and the elephant will sit on you. First and foremost, what you should not do. Don't act like you know everything. Yes, you are elevated. You have become an office bearer of the club. You are managing the club along with other ExComm members. You may be the president. You may be the vice president education. You may be the vice president public relations. But just because you are in that position, it doesn't mean that you know anything and everything about that role. The moment you think like that, you think you are bigger than Google. No one can be bigger than Google to say, I know everything. Even Google doesn't know everything. It just presents what it can find around the world. So have that opinion that I am open for suggestions from people. It's not everything I know. It's what I don't know that matters, so that I can drive this club to a better place if I am receptive to people coming to me and telling me what things are going on, especially the general evaluators' suggestions and feedback are very important, because he is going to tell you what you are doing something wrong and point out to you what you don't know, right? So you never know everything. Don't act like you know everything. The second point is, the moment a new XCOM comes, even I have been in XCOM for about 5 consecutive years. We all think that the previous XCOM did everything wrong. I am going to make a big change, revamp this club. I am going to, by the end of my tenure, I am going to have 100 members in this club. This club has huge potential. They are not doing anything right. I will change everything here. If you do that, you will only alienate members from your club who are already present, will also go away. Maybe your XCOM will also resign and go away. So always have the feeling that any change that I want to make in this club, maybe it is about the agenda, maybe it is about rules of how many times you are going to meet, maybe it is about the club membership fees that you are going to do or discount, maybe you are going to give honorary membership to other people to join the club as dual members. Any change you try to make, please have a discussion, ensure that people buy into it, you take their suggestions, and then you make the changes. If you don't do it, because remember, change is permanent. It means what? Change will keep happening. So today, if you make a drastic change, next XCOM may come and change everything. They may overturn whatever you did. So if it has to be a change that is lasting, long lasting, and going to help the club, make the change with the concurrence of people through discussions. This will help you succeed as the XCOM. And most of the time what happens is that the moment the XCOM comes in, members join, the XCOM joins together, they want to do 100 things to be in the club, so that I want to be distinct in this entire country or entire division or entire area. I want to be a different club. So you pick up too many projects and all the projects are left in loose ends. It is better to have a focus, only put goals that are achievable, which you can implement within your tenure in completion. Starting something and leaving it out will only frustrate people. So always ensure that you are not having too many things on your plate. Attempt a project, finish that, go to the next one. Yes, each vice president has got a goal, has got a role to fulfill, objective to fulfill, to contribute to that distinguished club program for the club itself. But then all the goals have to meet together, then only the club is successful. It's not the VP membership is successful, the club will be successful. Cannot, because VP membership needs the help of the VP public relations as well. VP education also needs to contribute. So all of you should have together plan out what things you are going to do, what is doable. And everyone keeps 100 things in their plate, then you are not going to meet. You have only what you can handle. Never wait to be called. What is this? Should I put my phone on silent? Am I in a meeting? No. What happens most of the time is the XCOM members, each one is sometimes trudging in a separate path. The VP education is bothered about the goals that he has to meet, of the levels people have to complete to get that education points in the club. He only waits for the president to review the distinguished club program and see how many points this club has got, and then to call each one of these VPs to say, this is the role you have to do, this you are not completed, this project is pending, you have not done that, or it's only half completed. Like that, you need to be constantly prodded and cajoled to meet your goals. Better is to have a proactive process. Engage with the president and other XCOM members, discuss with them what you need from them, so that you can achieve the goals, which is collectively helping the club to achieve its goals. So if you are proactive and start from the front foot and engage with the president and other members where we are, where we stand, what we should do. Yes, there is a VP membership, but VP membership is not the only person who is responsible to get more members to the club. It's also the VP education who can give references to the VP membership. But he will not do that unless he knows that the club is now short of members. How he will come to know? So he has to engage with the president to know, sir, where are we in terms of our goals for the club? How many points we need? Where all you need those points? Only when you engage, instead of waiting for someone else to call you and tell you, I think we are short of education members. We are in the month of May. By 2 months, we need to somehow get 4 educational points. How will it happen? It will not happen if you wait laid back for someone else to call you and cajole you to do certain things. Next, never hesitate to seek help. This is a very big problem because it is related to the first slide I showed you. I know everything. If you know everything, nobody is going to help you because you will start showing that proud face to everyone that I know everything, I don't need anybody's help. But in this world, especially in the Toastmaster Club, nothing can be achieved unless people collaborate and work together. So each one of us have a puzzle piece with us. The puzzle that the club is a successful club can only be completed if all the pieces join together. So ensure that I am not jack of all, right, or master of all. I have to I have to find support from fellow members. For small projects outside the XCOM also, we need to make committees, and those committees work together and help us to achieve the goals that we have set out for ourselves. Never skip meetings. This is the most important of all. If you are an XCOM member and you yourself is not attending the meetings, who is going to attend the meetings? How are you going to motivate people? Because this we see quite often. Many clubs I have seen, few XCOM members attend the meeting and others do not attend. So what happens is that it looks like the club is run by only those 2-3 motivated souls. But if you are an XCOM member, you have to set an example. You have to attend the meetings. Unless you attend the meetings, you cannot motivate your members to attend the meetings. We see many clubs have 25 members, 30 members in the roles, but hardly 7 or 8 attend. Initially, when the virtual meetings were held, we felt that they are at home. So they have to move from one room to another, no need to drive, no traffic jams, nothing. So they will attend more meetings. Now what we see, even in the virtual meetings, less number of people are attending. Even the XCOM members are not attending many meetings. So if you are an XCOM member, lead by example, attend the meetings. With this, I have given you a nice what not to do so that you can be pulled down from being the king to be a servant leader. Because in Toastmasters, we are all leaders who serve the members and help them achieve their goals. I hope this will be helpful for all of you. If you do it, you will, as an XCOM, soar like eagles on the sky. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. And a round of applause for our speaker, Toastmaster Satyamurthy Ramanujam. And that was a very valid speech of today. And I'm proud to say that Laugh Out Loud, 95 or 99% have adhered to whatever you have said. So let's have 1 minute of silence, and please 1 minute for giving your feedback to our wonderful speaker. Timer, if you can just time for 1 minute. You can privately send it to him or you can post it in the chat. Welcome DTM Rohaina, DTM Fatma Abdu. Yes, Mohammed Shiraj. So while you are typing in your chat messages, let's prepare our speaker number 2. Thank you, DTM Arif Jafar, for stepping in as our second speaker. And before I invite our wonderful VP Education, and she has amazing humor skill. Hopefully we get to see some of her humor in her speech today itself. Let's invite her evaluator for today, and that is Toastmaster and immediate past president of Desert Pioneer Toastmasters, Toastmaster Sairam. Sairam, can you read the objectives for her? I'm searching where is Sairam. Who are you? Sairam, please read the objectives for DTM Arif Jafar's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Tabassum. First of all, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and a special good evening to my target speaker, DTM Arif Jafar, one of the best and evergreen smiley Toastmaster in Kuwait. My target speaker is embarking here one of the elective projects number 2 of level 3 from presentation mastery. The purpose of the speech is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and present a speech that includes humor. The purpose of this project is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. And wish you all the best, DTM Arif Jafar. And over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Tabassum.
Thank you so much. And I would like to invite DTM Arif Jafar. And as you see her commitment, she has a swollen finger. She just went through a surgery. Yes, I'm mentioning it, I know, but still the dedication that she has not only prepared the agenda, not even given us this beautiful virtual background as VPPR, she has also, because the agenda, one of the speaker dropped out, she has volunteered to be a speaker. So Sam, the XCOM really fits into the role. Welcome, DTM Arif Jafar, with a huge round of applause.
Thank you so much. Can I ask everyone to open their cameras so I can see your faces? I can know if you are laughing or not. Yes, yes, yes. Open your cameras. You too, Dr. Makhlouf and Wafa. All of you, yalla, open it. I have a question for all of you. It's about the vines in our body. How is your vines? Is it long and wide or short and very thin? Anyone here knows this thing about you? About yourself? Faisal? No? You don't know?
We have
I
to
do
cut
have
ourselves to
average ones, not so small.
Average ones, okay, long, nice. Dana saying long. Hanan.
We have them all. We have long, we have short, we have wide,
You have
we have
everything,
narrow.
Dr. Makhlouf,
Doctor.
According to the place.
He's a
Carpet's
doctor,
very
so
wide.
he should have them all, right?
Yeah, veins are
Okay,
different
Leon have
according
it
to the
short.
place.
Hanan, what about you? Shiraz, Sairam. I believe Sairam, maybe his vine is very long. Let me tell you something about me that I hate the most. That
You don't
my
have?
vines are the opposite as my look from outside. They are very thin and short. Like, come on. How? Why? So whenever I go to do a surgery, like you can see, what happened is they want to put for me this, what they call it, Dr. Drip, what they call it.
Needle.
Anyway,
drip.
Dr. Makhlouf knows it. Whenever they want to put or take anything,
Saline.
yes, this one. They need to break me maybe 1, 2, 3. See my hand? You can see it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times until they are able to find a vine. This is acceptable? Do you think it's acceptable? Like, you know, it was a local anesthesia And I was in the surgery bed, and they were like, I was doing like this because they are working on this hand, and this hand they are trying to find the vein. So I was like, this or this, where I should cry, from this side or this side. Well, that was hurting the more than this one. But something very important to know about me, that when I go into anesthesia, I am completely a different person. I think Dr. Makhlouf knows that, because whenever he is working on my teeth, he can see a lot. So let me tell you something. The first thing, when they gave me local anesthesia, okay, but they wanted to release their head from any like stupidness that I might show. So they put for me what they call it, Dr. Mukhadder. You help me, Dr. Makhlouf, today. You have to be with
Tranquilizers.
me. Huh?
Sedatives or tranquilizers.
Okay, the one that he said, okay. Khalik with me, ya doctor, be with me in my speech. So they put it for me, and I was like trying to relax, which I was not. And then suddenly I saw my nephew. He was sitting in front of me eating pizza and teasing me. And then I screamed, Omar! And then I opened my eyes. I found that the doctor was asking, who's Omar? And I was like, no one. They ate the pizza. And then here I start realizing that I have a very close connection between me and the pizza. Because whenever I do any surgery, and they put for me either local anesthesia or full anesthesia, the first thing that hits me is pizza. Why? It's not because like I love eating pizza a lot, which I do, but it's just because we have a very nice connection between us. Like, you know, the pizza shape is round, and you can see like my face is round. So we have a very like connection. We both are yummy, I think. Anyway, so no, Wafa did not agree with that. Okay, so we'll skip that. So we both are maybe great because we make people happy, right? Do I make you happy? Deepak is saying, yeah. So Deepak is not agreeing with me, so no problem. But I try, and the pizza try to fill our stomach and make us happy, right? Sairam, you agree? I can see he's agree. His face is round too, so I think he eats pizza a lot too. I know he loves fette, but believe me, Sairam, if I was in anesthesia that day and I saw you, I would make you fette. But for now, time being, no, it's not possible. Sorry, after 3 weeks, maybe. So the thing is, I went that day to do the dressing, and it was the first time I'm gonna have a look at what's happening inside my finger. And you know what happened? I saw 6 long stitches inside, in here, from this side to this side. And the moment they opened, I cried like hell. Not because I was in pain, because I was not. They were putting some medicine, so I don't feel any pain. But it's just because when I saw it, I was like, why? And you know why this all happened? It's just because I was trying to do a very nice stitching on a very small bag. And I was hitting that needle just to make it enter that bag while I'm stitching and doing a very nice thing. Who told you to do this very nice thing? So ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion here is whenever you want to do a nice thing, think before you do anything. Because sometimes it hurts and it will leave you with a long mark. That's not a good conclusion, I believe, right? So let me tell you about my vines. It's not like this long mark going to be there, and it will always remain short and thin, the opposite as me. But I have to love it the way I am. Right? Right, Dr. Makhlouf? No? Okay. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
A round of applause for that amazing speech. And this is the situational comedy. It is a surgery and it's hurting, and yet she has portrayed it in a humorous way. So let's move on. Due to time constraint, I would request all of you, please, very fast, type in your feedback either privately or in the chat column, and we will proceed with our next segment, which is yet another laughter of stand-up comedy. So Arij, pray for your speedy recovery, and yes, all your fingers, let's have it intact, okay? Moving on to our stand-up comedy segment, we have our first stand-up comedian, Toastmaster Srinivas Chelapathy, who is on the other side. He is a fabulous stand-up comedy evaluator, but today we are going to hear a stand-up comedy from him. So with a round of applause, please welcome. But before that, let me ask our timer, what is the timing for a stand-up comedian? Our area director, Shiraj, over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the timings for stand-up comedy is 3 to 5 minutes. 3 minutes, I will show the green card, and 4 minutes, I'll show the yellow card, and 5 minutes, I'll show the red card, and half a minute grace period. Over to you.
Thank you so much, our timer, Mohammed Shiraj. Now let's have our first stand-up comedian, Toastmaster Srinivas Chelapathy, with a round of applause.
Probably the timer got the timing wrong. It is 3 to 4 minutes.
3 to 4 minutes. He said something else. Timer, it's 3 to 4 minutes. 3 minutes green, 3.5 minutes yellow, and 4 minutes red.
Oh, noted. Thank you. It was mentioned in the agenda. Based on the agenda only, I told.
Oh yeah, it's maybe my mistake. 3 to 4 minutes. Sorry.
3 to 4 minutes.
I put
Thank
the 3
you.
to
And
5
also my hearing mistake that I heard 3 to 4, and I didn't even correct you.
Sorry for that. My mistake.
All because of the local anesthesia, I'm sure.
Over to you, Toastmaster Srinivas.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters. May I request all of you to switch on to the gallery mode and keep your video cams on to encourage a stand-up comedian. Whether you like it or not, whether you like the joke or not, please laugh. Today afternoon, incidentally, I happened to be hearing a news article on BBC when I tuned in while I was driving. Stand-up comedy is a full-time profession in countries like UK, India, America, Germany, various other countries, more than 214 countries. Stand-up comedy is a full-time job. Imagine if we LOLs have to be doing a full-time job as stand-up comedians. Most of you will be out of job. I bet most of you will be out of job. All right, but stand-up comedy became a very recent phenomena in the world's biggest populous country, China. And you know what? Chinese have been doing stand-up comedy underground. They have never been doing it overground. Why? Because the government did not allow them. They are always like, that was their approach towards life. But now, stand-up comedy is a part-time job in China. And guess what? Women stand-up comedians are the most wanted. You people know who are our women comedians. I don't want to name them, but I would want to put even BTM Wafa Salman in that pack. She will have a part-time job in China, the world's second most richest country, and she's going to earn a lot of dollars. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'll perform two categories. One is a recall or a cliche. And the other is a clean comedy. I will first do the cliche or the recall. Just the other day, I was asked to talk on a table topic, and this was in the Kuwait Leaders Toastmasters Club last Friday, for instance. And the table topics master was none other than the district champion, Hesham Isa. He went with the topic something like this. I heard somewhere that every exit is an entry into something. I meant something like this. I said, exit out of your office, entry into your car. Exit out of your car, entry into your home. Entry into your home, exit into the washroom. Exit out of your washroom, entry into your bedroom. And then suddenly you are reminded, you've got to wash your hands the second time. Again, entry into the washroom, exiting out of your bedroom. This is something called cliche. Now let me recall a clean one. One of the most important aspects of making people happy is to make them laugh. A wife and husband entered a gift shop to pick up gifts for their anniversaries. The wife went into the section of the ladies, the man went into the section of the men. And you know what they picked up? The man picked up something called women know everything without even knowing anything, but they know everything. And you know what the man picked up? Men are all dumb. Women only know everything, even though they do not know anything. So please, go to your woman, present this, and know everything. Back to Toastmaster of the day.
A round of applause for our wonderful stand-up comedian, Toastmaster Srinivas Chelapati. Doesn't matter, we don't know anything, but yes, we pretend we know everything. Now, let's call our next stand-up comedian, our district champion, our division district champion, Toastmaster Deepak Bindan. We all are waiting for. Over to you.
Yeah, I'm clapping in the advance because after my stand-up, I am not sure if people will clap or not. Okay.
We will all clap.
Yeah. Recently, we had Deserts Pioneer organizing a roasting event in Kuwait. So I participated in that roasting event. Unfortunately, now participating in a roasting event is like an animal going into a slaughterhouse and asking the slaughterhouse, please kill me, please kill me. So I was so stupid that I agreed to participate in a roasting competition so that all others can roast me. So, and why this? Because I will tell you, there is a girl in Toastmaster called Alina Paul. She speaks so softly and lovingly. Hi, Deepak, would you participate in roasting? She laughs after every sentence and she's so cute and, like a hubbly bubbly, and she's like a doll. So I could not say no, and I got stuck in roasting competition. What I will recommend you please block Alina Paul's number on your mobile so that she can never call you. Otherwise, she will call you into the roasting. Now, what happens? I went into the roasting event. I was on the hot seat. There were 7 roasters who were roasting me. And whether I like it or not, I have to keep smiling. Because you have to pretend you are enjoying. They are, all lambasting at you. They are making fun of you. They are saying things which you will never like to listen. But you don't have to show your anger. You have to just show. You have to keep laughing. So, and inside me, I was actually sweating and I was getting angry. I was red, full of anger. But you can't show it, because otherwise they will feel they are the victorious. So no, I have to show it, smiling. But there was a problem. I was attending this event from my home, and my wife and my kids were listening to all the roast which were happening at me. After that day, my wife anyway was not never respecting me, but my kids also stopped respecting me after that day. They see, this is your position in your Toastmasters. You say I'm champion, you say I'm in 17 years. See, all those people, they were making fun of you. And there was one common fun or common joke for me. They all considered me as the oldest man in the Toastmasters, just because I'm from 17 years in Toastmasters. I'm just 49. I know Wafa is elder than me. Tabassum told today that, she is older than me. Sam, you can see the white beard, such a long white beard. He is 60. So many old people. Why you tell me old people, old men, just because I'm in Toastmasters 17 years? Is anybody here who is in Toastmasters for more than 17? No, unfortunately. See, so just because I'm more years in Toastmaster, it doesn't mean I am old. I'm young. Okay? So never do this to me again. Now what happens? Attending roasting event, now I've started making roast of everyone. It has become my habit. I'm roasting my wife. I'm roasting my boss. And it is giving a lot of side effects. So I lost many hairs, because after this roasting event. So my advice to all of you, never attend roasting events. Please block Alina Paul's number on your cell phone and learn from my mistake. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Try roasting some chicken. And by the way, we have Desert Pioneers 4 members here who are hearing what you're saying. Now, Desert Pioneer, a take-home lesson for all of you. Next time, if you have a roast, please ask the person to express themselves. Otherwise, then they come here and give a stand-up comedy. Okay, with that, we conclude our stand-up comedy segment. And most of them have not attended the roast, but I'm sure they enjoyed the way you described it. So great going, are both wonderful stand-up comedian. And please give a round of applause to all our speakers before we move on to our next segment. That was very entertaining. Now, something which we all are waiting for, our round robin table topic. For that, let me invite for the round robin a 40 effect man, Dr. Mohammed Makhlouf. Yes, it's all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Tabassum Ali, and 5 only. I didn't start yet. Okay, I have a situation, and I want each one of you to say what he will do in this situation or complete after the first one who said what he will do. Now I will tell you the situation, and each speaker will have 1 minute to speak. So be ready, and the best speaker is the one who is giving more funny answers, more jokes, more funny answers. So the situation is like that. Our President Tabassum took us in a trip to USA, Washington. After 18 hours in the flight, we reached the hotel so exhausted. Each one of us directly went to his room. Many of us went to take a shower. And once he opened the shower, the alarm started ringing all over the hotel, and the security is asking everybody to go down as fast as you can. Tell us what you did. What did you pick before reaching down? For me, I took a towel, but unfortunately, I wrongly took the small towel with me down. So, what did you do, Yusuf Naif?
Let's see. Okay, I was a bit wiser. So I took the much bigger towel that reached down to the floor, actually. So I wrapped it around my waist, and I went downstairs, and and of course, but yeah, I ran downstairs and I tried to go to the nearest bathroom so that I can, be away from everyone else, because I don't want anyone to see me even in that big towel. So yeah, that's what I did. Go.
Thank you, Yusuf. Who's next? On to give it a trial.
Farhan.
Siham.
Hanan also
What did you do? Who?
Hanan has.
Hanan raised her hand.
Hanan, okay, Hanan, please go ahead. I didn't see because I'm using my mobile. What is the size of the towel?
Immediately after listening to the alarm bell, I immediately had to cover my head, regardless of anything, only covered my head and just went out. And then I saw the most horrific scene of all the scenes. Dr. Makhlouf with the smallest towel. Nothing was left for any imagination. And the big tummy, something else, XXX. I was totally distracted from the alarm, and I was only focusing on the scene in front of me. I immediately took off my hijab and gave it to Dr. Makhlouf. Please, Dr. Makhlouf, people will be traumatized for years. Please cover yourself. Back to you.
Thank you, Hanan. Thank you. Who's next? Anybody raising hands?
Farhan maybe.
Farhan, please go ahead.
Is he there?
Farhan. Siham.
We have guests. Yeah, Siham, Zahid, Prakash.
Siham.
No.
Okay.
Siham lost
Dr. Fatma.
your towel.
I'm here.
Yeah, Siham is here.
Actually, I'm
Okay,
here.
go ahead, Siham.
But I missed the situation itself.
You can continue what Hanan said.
Well, I guess that it was something related to a towel and a shower or something like that. This is what I get. Almost. Am I right?
Yes,
Nothing.
you are right.
I am right. Okay. So as I expected from or understood from Hanan that she was shocked by the scene, right? For me, I am going to close my eyes and consider myself didn't anything, give myself the absolute freedom to imagine somewhere else and doing other things in order just to run away from the scene. And then back to you.
Thank you, Siham. Faisal Jamil Jamal. On call. Wafa Salman, what did you say?
The people are like worried. Dr. Fatma left the meeting because of the situation.
Me?
Yes, Wafa Salman, go ahead.
Okay. The good thing is I was at the police station. However, Hanan was making the whole situation live. And she was telling me, see the Toastmasters, that they are having a small towel under. I've been arrested because I'm having food with me to US and it's not accepted. I need to eat on the plane. So I was live with the whole situation and I start laughing and thanking God because I have the food and I was not in the hotel. Back to you.
Arij.
Well, Dr. Makhlouf, what happened is that Wafa was trying to do something there in the police station, but unfortunately we couldn't help her. They took her away from us. But I was with Hanan when she was screaming when she saw you. So she took her hijab and tried to cover you. At the same time, I took my shirt and tried to cover Hanan. And then I was looking around like, come on, people, we are covering everyone, someone just cover me. Thank God that Tabassum was there and she immediately tried to cover me with she tried, but she couldn't go around me like this to cover me. Yeah, you couldn't, Tabassum, alhamdulillah. So I was safe. And the thing is, what happened is like we all tried to cover Dr. Makhlouf, not because we wanted to cover him, it's just because like the scene was hurting our eyes. So yeah, back to you, Dr. Makhlouf.
Thank you. I think with that, we still have more time or more participants. TMOD.
Yeah, we can just let's take 1-2 more. Arish.
Sairam.
Irini, from long time he's trying like to tell you I am here.
Srini.
Okay.
Srini and Gina.
Please go ahead.
Me?
Yes.
You know, off late, I've been taking a shower with full clothes on. The reason I see the shower cap or the shower, which is inside the slot, it is actually popping up and hitting me on my head. All right, I'm protecting my head with the shower cap on, and the light in my washroom, it is as if, and the mirror, oh my goodness, the mirror is right in front of me, and so I'm taking a shower with my clothes on, so I rushed down only to help. Table topics master.
Somebody else. Thank you, Srinivas. And I hope everybody enjoyed it. This is one of the most difficult table topic sessions that we have to improvise and have humor in our improvisation. But what helps, the situation is the one who helps you. So if you want to improvise with humor, prepare a funny situation and try to exaggerate. Thank you, and back to our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Please give a round of applause for our table topic master, Dr. Makhlouf. That was a wonderful segment, and I think we all laughed quite a lot in your segment. And this is for the benefit of all the audience. Is here we see this observational, situational comedy, and this is how we enhance our own comedy skills into various facets of our lives. So with that, let me ask Dr. Wafa if we have the poll for the best speakers, best speaker and the best
She's not a
stand-up
doctor,
comedian.
Tabassum.
Okay, DTM Wafa. DTM Wafa.
She's engineer by background.
We have no practice of polling for the best speaker in LOL. A table topic speaker, at least.
We don't.
No, not for table topic. I mean the prepared speech, and for the stand-up comedy.
We don't
so if the
vote.
poll is ready, or we right now we move on to our next segment.
We don't vote.
For the speakers, okay. So let's move on for our, again, after this wonderful interactive segment, we have yet another segment which is newly introduced. And for that, we have our immediate past division director. Yes, DTM Faisal. Now DTM is right? DTM Faisal Jamil to conduct it. Yes, all yours. And we are eagerly waiting for the segment.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters today, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today's segment is newly introduced, and that is so special because we do have few guests and they will get chance to participate in that segment. Normally, we do have stand-up comedy. So today we have stand-up debate, but that would be in a humorous way. I would request each and every one of you to please switch on your camera so I can select those people who are interested. Those who will not open the camera, those are the one I will select first. Okay, so whoever opened the camera first, those I will select in team 2. Those who did not open yet, those would be in team A. Okay, so Seham would be in team A, and Milhana would be also in team A, and Hanan would be also in team A. So we can have team A with Milhana. Let me just go back to gallery view. Milhana is team A in team A, Seham in team A, and Hanan is team A. So I would request 3 of you to please rename yourself with, because you are affirmative. All right. So just update your name with A1, A2, and A3. So Hanan would be A1, Milhana A2 and name, and Seham A3 and name. A mean
Dear
affirmative.
Faisal, shall I spotlight all the debaters?
Yes, please.
The affirmative and the negative. So, okay, I'll spotlight the entire team.
Great.
I would request all the yes players, please open your video so it's easy for me to spotlight you.
Seham, Milhana, and we have Hanan. So Milhana would be A2 and name. I will just, I think she is doing it.
We need them to open their videos, others you cannot spotlight them. So Seham and Milhana requesting you to please open your videos.
I opened. I have background.
Now we
Seham,
have team B. Let me just wrap up. We have team B, and the team B would be with those people who were already with the open camera. I can have Toastmaster Srinivas, Toastmaster Prakash,
Deepak.
and Toastmaster Deepak. So Toastmaster Srinivas, you can be
people who have no roles.
Yeah, we have Zahid. If we can take the guest also, some of them.
Yeah,
okay,
I think
we can have one guest.
Leon.
Yeah.
Leon is there, Prakash is there, and Zahid is here. If we can take them.
I think let us give them a chance.
Yeah.
All right, great. So
Okay, there are
we
3
will have-
females. We can have 3 guys. Prakash, Zahid, and Leon. Open your camera.
Put them in group B, in team B.
All right, great. So Leon would be, you are in the negative team. So you would be N1, Leon, N1 and your name. Zahid, N2 and your name. And Prakash, N3 and your name. All right, we are good to go now. Let me just share my screen. So thank you so much, Team A and Team B, Team Affirmative and Team Negative. I welcome you all into the stand-up debate, which must be in a humorous way. That is a friendly debate. There is no voting, so everyone would be the winner, but excitement should be at top notch. Let me just share with you the question. What would be our topic? So our topic today is, do men gossip more than women? Do men gossip more than women? And we already have 2 teams, affirmative team with all ladies and negative team with all men. Do you have any
moderator?
Everyone will have 1 to 2
remind the
minutes
time
to
before?
speak. Sorry?
Shall we remind the times also before that?
Yeah, I will just share the time. The time would be 1 to 2 minutes, but the question is clear for all of you, right?
Moderator, who will be speaking for and who will be speaking against?
We have affirmative team with ladies, and we have negative team against.
Can I join the ladies, please?
Faisal, I just want to suggest that just give 1 minute because of time constraint, not 1 to 2 minutes. Each of them will get 1 minute and straight away show the red and stop immediately at red, no more than 1 minute. So give all the speakers 1 minute. And depending
So,
how you can have.
that would be 40, 50, and 60 seconds.
May I join the ladies, please?
Timer, please note.
All right. So I'll just repeat the question once again. Do men gossip more than women? So first, ladies can start A1
Sorry,
and then
Faisal, for interrupt.
N1.
Sorry, Faisal,
Yes.
for interrupt. Just I want to ask from our moderator, DTM Wafa, when it's red, just mute the speaker, please.
Who's the timer?
Toastmaster Shiraz.
Okay, I can make him as a host, as a co-host, so he can mute directly. It's quicker.
Perfect,
Okay.
perfect. So Shiraz, time would be 40 seconds, 50 seconds, and 60 seconds. So the flow would be A1 and then N1, then A2 and N2 and so on. All right, perfect. Give me thumbs up and a smile so everyone is ready. All right, great. So Hanan, over to you.
Of course, men gossip more than women. Why? Because men never have a direct communication. They have to talk a lot so that they can pass a message. Not like us women. We know what we want to say and we say it directly. Where men, they have to talk maybe 100 words in less than half a minute or something so that they can pass a message. Here, there is nothing going on. There are lots of wires here. So in order for them to have one straight wires with a starting and an end, there are much of words having to come out of their mouths. Otherwise, they will not be able to say anything. Women is so vulgar. We know what we want and we go for it. So we don't need to talk much. Our actions talk much more than our words. So poor men, they have to talk because there is no action from their side. We have to do all the work for them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hanan. Now it's time to speak Leon with N1. Yes, Toastmaster Leon.
Women gossip more than men. That's really true, because a woman can link each and everything with each other. For example, how can you can link cooking with speaking with somebody else, with your kids, with your husband, with each and everything in the world. My God, you should see my mom when she talks on the phone. That's a lot of talking for her, lady. Huh? Well, as I see my dad, he just goes and does his work quietly in the room. He's like, forget it. I can't talk about this. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's not at all worth talking about this. Please don't scream in the house. I can explain as to why there's a lot of sound in the house now. It's probably because my mom speaks a lot. That's why women speaks. And whereas men, they just keep quiet and they do their work. They don't speak. They don't do anything. You always see a man outside doing his work quietly in the quiet corner of his place.
All right, thank you so much, Leon. Your time is up. Now let's move fast forward to A2. Toastmaster Milhana, over to you, Toastmaster Milhana. You can unmute yourself.
Thank you very much. Why do men don't talk and women do the talking? They silently observe everything, screenshot, go to our WhatsApps, they screenshot it, they circulate it among the other men, and they are planning. Whereas we tell whatever we have to tell, unlike these men, they just keep quiet and try to observe what we are trying to say. This is not how it is done. Cooking, of course, we need to know what we should cook for the man, because he doesn't know what to decide, what to eat. Whenever we try to give them something, they have something, some opinion, which is frustrating. So we need to know the solution. That's why we talk to our dear sisters. We decide openly, directly. We speak, unlike men. Behind the camera, behind our back, they gossip, they plan, they observe so that they know how to deal with us. But we are not like that. We deal directly because that is.
Thank you so much, Milana. I know you have so much to say. We have time constraint. All right. We do not have N2, but let's move to N3, which is we will consider N2. Yes, Toastmaster Prakash, or to be Toastmaster Prakash. Go ahead.
Well, you can see her. She's a girl, and she doesn't let me stay, you know, in a good mood at home. So I'm the very fortunate person to work with the ladies, a lot of ladies, a lot of women around me, in my transport, in my job, working place. I'll tell you how they gossip. You'll never know, you know, the person will be sitting beside them, but they put one signature word, a signature name for them, to just to talk about the person, so that he will not get offended. Like if they have to talk about me, they will say like, ah, okay, the big eyes or small eyes or a big nose, you know. This is how they speak about the person. So the gossip is a game for them. This is what I think. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prakash. So let's move to our A3. Toastmaster Siham, over to you.
Well, I believe that this is the right for women, because men at home don't give the woman the chance to talk. So what can she do? She can go anywhere and try to talk, and especially about men. In my home, I have an example of my husband that he likes to talk a lot and a lot and a lot. He doesn't give me the chance to gossip or to speak or to express anything, even when he is doing the slight things, even alone, he is talking. So what can I do? Like a woman, I have to talk. I have to release what I have inside. Of course, I have a lot, and I need to talk, so I share with my friends, with other women, and they try to say whatever I have. I can't express what, if I am angry from men, or if I have something, I have to say to my friends. That's why maybe we have the chance to express and talk a lot. But you are the one who is forcing us to do this. So men are the reason for women's gossiping. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Siam. We are missing one person. May I request Farhan, Toastmaster Farhan, to please open the camera and just help our N1, N2, and you can be the N3 now. Farhan, if you're ready, please open your camera.
Zahid is back, but I don't know whether he's in a position to speak. Otherwise,
Farhan,
okay.
can you please open your camera?
I think he is not able to. So we can have Srinivas.
Right. We
Srinivas
can
had
have,
raised his hand.
the other team is so strong. Let's have Dr. Makhlouf in. Yes, Dr. Makhlouf, you got 1 minute. Please open your camera and defend your team.
Dr. Makhlouf.
5, 4.
Call Toastmaster Srinivas. Take Srinivas. Srinivas.
All right. Yes, Toastmaster Srinivas, if you can defend team.
Spotlight him.
Team negative. Okay, great. Yes, Toastmaster Srinivas, you got 1 minute. Unmute yourself, please. You are unmuted. We are not able to hear you.
Hello. Okay. Actually speaking, men actually gossip more. But gossip and truth are two different things. So men speak the truth. I don't want to comment on women. They are my strongest force. Starting from all my 2 older sisters, my daughters, my mother, my grandmother. If I'm today standing and talking to you, it is because of them. So men speak truth and women act. But let me tell you something about men. When it comes to women, you know, every other man feels that he's a he's a Tom Cruise, right? And he always tries to impress the other men by saying, you know, that lady waved at me. Actually, that lady wouldn't have waved at him, or even if she had waved, she would have had an impression about different things because she's honest. But men always speak the truth. To fellow men. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Srinivas. A big round of applause for both teams, Toastmaster Hanan, Toastmaster Seham, Leon, Prakash, Milhana, and Toastmaster Srinivas. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed the session. Please give them a heart or a round of applause or thumbs up to all speakers. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed this session. We will continue if you enjoyed it, and if you think that session should be included in our agenda in next meeting. With this, I'll hand over control back to our Toastmaster for the day.
Thank you so much, and a round of applause for our wonderful stand-up comedy moderator. This was a new segment which we tried, and let me have some reactions from all of you. How did you find this element? Do you want us to include it? Yes, I think it was excellent. It was very interactive. The topic chosen was amazing. So looking forward to more such debating of stand-up comedy segment. Great going. Congratulations for a wonderful segment. Now let's, with this wonderful prepared speeches, table topic, and a debate of stand-up comedy moderator, let's move on and find out about evaluation, which is led by none other than our DTM. Now, this time I will not say doctor. Don't, as Satyamurthy said, don't, things you should not do. So I will not say now, I will say after some time, but right now I will do say DTM Wafa Salman. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, President, and good evening. Now, the evaluation will start in 3 segments. The first segment, the speech evaluator will evaluate the speech, and I will ask the timer later to introduce the timing. Second, I will ask do we have the evaluation for the stand-up comedian separate? Okay, we'll ask for the stand-up comedian evaluation, and then I will give my overall evaluation at the end. Okay, timer, please. Can you tell me the timing for the evaluation?
Timer. Shiraz.
Is Shiraz here, or Shiraz, or shall I conduct the timer segment? Shiraz, I'll take over the timing.
Shiraz is timed out.
Okay, Tabassum, can you explain the timing, please?
Yes, for the evaluation segment, we have for prepared speeches, we have 2 to 3 minutes of evaluation. And for stand-up comedy segment, if I'm not mistaken, so 2 to 3 minutes, 2 minutes green, 2.5 yellow, and 3 minutes we'll be having red. And for the stand-up comedy evaluation, if I'm not mistaken, it's 4 to 5 minutes, is it?
No,
or shall I keep 2 to 3?
3 to 4.
3 to 4. Okay, so we have 3 to 4 minutes, 3 minutes green, 3.5 minutes yellow, and at 4 minutes you have red. And like protocol, we'll have 30 seconds of grace.
Yes, thank you.
Back to you.
Our act on timer. The first evaluator is evaluating Sam's speech, and he is none other than Yusuf Naif. So help me welcome Yusuf Naif to evaluate Satyamurthy Ramanujan's speech.
Thank you very much, Mrs. General Evaluator, Mr. Wafa Salman. And to my target speaker, Mr. Sam, because I still don't know how to pronounce your name, to be honest, but it's okay. All right. So about your speech now. Your speech was very catchy, especially at the beginning. You had a very catchy beginning, and you told us the story of the king of the jungle who was asking, do you know who am I? And I found that a section that was very enlightening. It was very enlightening to have this section, and it was very engaging as well. So you had a very good speech right there, just from the beginning of it. And then you mentioned the things that make an XCOM great. Sorry, what to do, the things that make an XCOM, let's see. Mistakes that we do as an XCOM. Yeah, that's what you mentioned. So you mentioned something about being humble, never make drastic mistakes, never make many mistakes, many things, never wait to be called, seek help, and never skip meetings. So you had many points right there, I think 7 points in your speech. You had good insertion of humor throughout the speech. You had good hand gestures throughout the speech. You had good voice modulation and clear enunciation. I knew every word, I understood every word that you said. And you had good usage of English language. You had some very good usage of the English language as well. Now, here are a few points that you might want to improve in your speech. First of all, the timing. I think you went over time, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was even more than 7 and 30 seconds. So be careful of the timing. Make sure that your speech is only 5 minutes when you practice it, so that you can increase anything or add anything to it later on during your speech. Another thing is you should, and it's better to stand up while you say the speech, as I'm doing right now. So it will be more effective and people will listen to you in a better way. And you can move around also. And you can move around the stage or the screen area. Another thing is, let's see, less bullet points. Yes, you need less bullet points in your speech. If you had only 3, it would have been the best thing to do. So that's the best thing. You have 3 points of mistakes that we do as an XCOM. And overall, I found your speech to be very, very informative and very useful for all of us as XCOM members in Toastmasters. Thank you very much, and good luck in your next speeches. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Yusuf, for the constructive feedback. And now we will move to the second evaluator. And the second evaluator is Sairam, and he will evaluate Arish's speech. Let's welcome Sairam. The floor is yours. Are you here?
Am I visible?
Yes.
Am I audible to all of you?
Now you are audible and visible.
Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator. Once again, a special good evening to my target speaker, DTM Arish Jaffer. My dear fellow Toastmasters, do we need any laughing gas to laugh at any time? No, because we have DTM Arish in our group. The moment she take over the stage, we started laughing. Even they kind of not a smile, it's a laugh will be appearing in all of our faces, right? DTM Arish Jaffer, this is what happened with me, and I think with all of us this evening once again. And I suggest Dr. Makhlouf, better you don't give anesthesia to your patients. Try to showcase her any of the humorous speeches on the TV screen, and every patient will be in deep connection with that speech, and you can do whatever you want. However you want to operate the patients. Now come to the speech. She did a really wonderful job, and she liked the pizza, and so her speech. The dough, the base, is collection of humorous incidents in her life. She succeeded in collaborating all those incidents. When it comes to the toppings such as cheese, basil leaves, And olives, yes, she has shared the way she operated. She got operated for the teeth infection or something, and later on the treatment on her finger. It was very wonderful. Like those instances of sometimes it's feeling like bitter, like olives. The best part is basil taste, the pleasantness. The thing is the way she make a joke on herself, like asking the question like, how about veins? This is a wonderful part. Anyhow, I am a pizza lover, as Arif said, yes, but I need a crust pizza with extra cheese. Here, I request Arish to add bit of extra cheese on my pizza. That is, it's better to add some punchlines, the conversation between the doctor and you. And I want you to add on as onions, which I like. Of course, we can see that your hand is having some injury, but better to utilize the stage movements. With that, I hope you can make another pizza delicious for me, and wish you all the best. And over to you, General Evaluator.
Wow, well done, Sairam. Now we will move to the third evaluator, and it's an evaluator 2-in-1. We'll evaluate 2 stand-up comedians in 3 to 4 minutes. And who can do that other than our humorous champion? Hanan Halouche, please, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator DTM Wafa. It is really a pleasure for me to evaluate 2 senior comedians in District 20. So I hope this is my first time evaluating a stand-up comedians. So hope I do a good job. Now, what I liked that both stand-up comedians were having a very smooth speech. Both of them did their part to elaborate to their audience different styles of stand-up comedians. So let me start with Toastmaster Srinivas. His speech for me was very informational. He gave us lots of examples. He started with an introduction, and then he took examples of describing a cliche comedy and the clean comedy. I was able to recognize different stand-up comedy styles, the storytelling, the observational humor when he talked about China, and how with Wafa, the superstar comedian in China. So that's very sarcastic. How he used the deadpan humor by keeping monotonous sound tone throughout his speech. Excellent, amazing. On the other hand, Toastmaster Deepak Bindal. Now, let me start with saying that you have a very humorous voice. I mean, you can say anything, it will be a joke. You can say anything and everybody will laugh about it. So I was able to recognize 2 different styles of stand-up comedy you have used. You use the one-line jokes, quick and snappy lines, and also you use the self-deprecating humor. Excellent and amazing. You use one event, which is considered the topical humor, when you described for us your experience being roasted and roasting other, and how did that affect on you personally. Excellent. I really enjoyed both the sessions. Now, I hope you accept small recommendation, both of the stand-up comedians who I respect greatly.
You can also roast me now.
Go to DPTM, then I'll roast you there. Now, for Toastmaster Srinivas, I couldn't recognize a fun element, like the fun element in your speech wasn't prominent. Mainly it was informational speech for me. You had an introduction talking about stand-up comedy history, where it is spreading, and then talked about China, and then you described for us 2 different comedy. For me, a stand-up comedian would adopt a style and then he move on with lots of punches, and there are different, I think there are 9 different comedy stand-up styles. For Toastmaster Deepak, now, for me, I really liked what you said. I mean, it was fluent, and it was smoothly spontaneous punches. So I really enjoyed. For me, I couldn't find any kind of recommendation other than that maybe you could have stand, because Toastmaster Inivaz was able to use his body language more than you. Other than that, I hope I can, I hope I had a good recommendation to both of you. Both of you are great, and I learned a lot from both of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hanan. Well said, well done. And now we will move to my evaluation about the whole meeting. But before that, let me ask the timer about the timing of the evaluation. How were our evaluator with the time?
Thank you very much. All the evaluators are qualified. Do you want the timings?
Yes, please.
Yes. Toastmaster Yusuf, 3 minutes, 10 seconds, and Toastmaster Sairam, 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Hanan Haloush, Toastmaster Hanan Haloush, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Yes.
Thank you, our timer. You're back on time, and now not out of time. Now let's move to the to my comment about the meeting. Now let's start from the beginning. We started on time, and that's an amazing thing. And before the meeting was open 15 minutes. Guests were welcome, and there is soft music in the background. There is a friendly atmosphere, and that's beautiful. And we started on time, and there is an acting surgeon at arms. I would prefer to have, if you know that the surgeon at arms is not present in the meeting, or whatever happened to the surgeon at arms, that's something not to be published, but assign a surgeon at arms before the meeting, so the members will not notice that now you are struggling to find a surgeon at arms. Agree within the VP Education and the president that this person will be the surgeon at arms. It will be move smoothly. Now the president, after the surgeon at arms introduced, which is as done by our immediate past division director, thanks for him for accepting that sudden role. The president should officially open the meeting and hit the gavel. Says now the meeting is called to order. At that moment, before saying anything, you as the president should officially start the meeting, and it moves on. The president welcomed the guest, welcomed the guest in her way, sorry, and it was amazing. Before we start the meeting, and before you give to the Toastmaster of the day, maybe today because you were the two hats, that was confusing, but usually the president will ask the VP Education if there is anything, because the president is the chair for the meeting. He is the chair for every meeting. So you will ask for the adoption of the agenda. No one knows better than the president of the protocol of the parliamentary procedures. So you will ask for the adoption of the agenda. You will ask one of the members to have a motion, second, and you may say, if there is no objection, I will count to 3, and we will act the agenda as it's adopted, as it is. So by that, you will make less time. Then the Toastmaster of the Day amazingly started with the theme, and I like when the Toastmaster of the Day connect with every single role player and ask several questions and make a special introduction, not that normal introduction, an introduction that's linked to the team. It was amazingly done. I love that. Now we will move to the speakers. Speakers did the great job. I enjoyed both speeches, and the evaluator did a great job by giving them very constructive feedback. And especially I loved both evaluator, each one give an area of improvement. I enjoyed it. Thank you very much, evaluator. The third evaluator and the stand-up comedian was amazing. The stand-up comedian, it's a segment that it's special, and it's not easy to do it. It's not a humorous speaking, and even evaluating it is completely different. And Hanan did it amazingly, and the two stand-up comedian did an amazing job. I enjoyed it. The table topics, as usually in LOL, we have a special table topics, which is fun. But I don't know what's the problem with the bathroom, with a towel, with a shower. there has to be naked people there. I don't know what's the problem with that particular example. This is the, I'm afraid that it will be stuck with lol. Whenever there is something funny, you have to, whatever. But it was nice. I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed the spirit that everybody is trying to cover everybody. And that's care. That's care in a way or another. Thank you, Dr. Makhlouf, for that particular idea. And the best thing is when a person starts the job to be on him, and he will be enjoying and accepting and welcoming, and that's the ultimate humbleness and humorous. The fourth segment, now we have the first, second, the third segment, which is the debate, stand-up comedian debate. I enjoyed it, by the way, and I wish that it will be done. I don't know if it can be done every meeting, but I wish it can be done every meeting. It will let us, as people that are afraid from saying a humorous thing, it will let us start trying to let it go, right? So I wish that it will continue. I don't know if it will fit in the agenda in every meeting if we have more speakers. That's the VP Education head, but the way it's moderated, it was amazing. And how the people were selected, I loved it. Without being like forced and pushed and whatever. Camera open, not camera open. This is group B, they are stuck colors. I love the way they are selected and how smooth it goes. I enjoyed, personally, I enjoyed that segment. Usually I enjoy the table topics the most. Now I enjoyed the debate better than the table top, not in this meeting, in general. The idea, it catched me. I enjoyed it, and thank you, Faisal, and thank you for the members of the debate. By that, there's nothing needs to be improved except just in the beginning, the agenda should be adopted, and the certain attempt should be designed before. And the meeting went fine. Stick to the timing of the agenda, and I will give back the control to the Toastmaster of the day to cut it.
Thank you so much, our wonderful general evaluator. Please, a round of applause for the segment. And I would request all of you, please open your camera. So let's have a nice, wonderful group pictures. Yes. So but till the time you're opening the camera, I would also request our past president, Dr. DTM Wafa, if you can set up the poll. So we can we have a poll for the best evaluator out of the three?
The decision is yours. Usually we did not you before, but if you want that to have a poll, we will do it. It's the decision of the club.
Okay, let's not have the poll. All the evaluators are winners because all the three were amazing. So it will be difficult for us to decide. But still, we would like to have a small poll on affirmative and negative team on the debate.
Laugh Out Loud is an advanced club, so we never
Yes,
do
so we don't
voting
have
for any role. So
yeah. But still, there's a new segment. So let's vote for affirmative and negative. Only that one poll I would request you to launch. Yes. So in the meantime, let's have a wonderful photo session. Sairam, come on.
Just one announcement, Wafa, Tabassum, just one announcement. I want all our club members not to leave because we need to do one business session.
Yes, we will be continuing. Okay, Huria, if you can open your camera, you're the only one who has missed out. Come on, let's have. I'll count till 3. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Laugh out loud. Who am I? So like, who? Meow. Meow. Thank you so much. That was lovely. Lots and lots of smiling face. So yes, we have 2 minutes. Let's wind up at 8:30. We'll just take the poll, and since we already have a business session coming in, so I will not discuss any of the business, but I will definitely like to take few feedback from our wonderful guest. But I will adjourn the meeting. As our president said, you didn't hit the gavel, so I didn't hit the gavel initially, but I would hit the gavel now to adjourn the meeting. So let's have the poll. We'll adjourn the meeting. We'll take very quick feedback, and then we'll move on to our business session with our ExCom. Is the poll ready? Okay, the poll. The poll is being set. And I think this was a wonderful meeting. So 2 hours just passed away and I didn't feel that we sat through. It was a very, very vibrant environment. And as I said, humorous doesn't mean you're laughing and you're telling stand-up comedy speeches laughing all the time. It is we are learning from each other. You see how this various small snippet of humor is coming through, and that is what will build you up. So please keep joining us, attending and making this meeting very, very vibrant. Thank you, Sam, for coming.
That our next meeting is going to be on 19th of July. So I would like you all to be here.
Yes, all will be here.
Right?
And can we have the poll now?
19th of
I will
July.
run, I will run the poll now.
Okay, here is the poll. So please cast your vote.
Also, Tabassum, we have one member who would like to join Laugh Out Loud, and the floor, of course, open for all our guests.
Yes.
Like
Have
Hanan,
all of you finished the voting?
9 voted. We have more 4 to vote. I'm the only one not voting. We are 14 in them.
Okay, so please cast your vote for the affirmative or the negative, and you can display the results. I think the results can be displayed. So let's wait. Who? Women are the gossiper, men are the gossiper. Who are the most gossipy kind? Let's find out.
10 seconds more. And 2 people did not vote.
Women should win.
Who are the biggest gossipers? Let's see. Affirmative, negative.
Woman.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
And the poll. And
Let's see the
I will
poll.
share the results.
Oh, affirmative. Wow. 64%.
Tabassum, that means winning team lost.
Yes, the affirmative and the guys, where are the guys? I think they're not here right now. So, okay, that was Srinivas and Leon, and there was one more person. So, yeah, the guys. So, it has proved that the women are gossiper, but we gossip a lot of substance. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. With that, congratulations, the negative, affirmative, and the negative team. And let's have more of this session coming in. Faisal, I'm running to you for ideas. With that, as a president, I would like to adjourn our first meeting